The school hallways always carried a certain weight, as though the air itself grew thicker between those blue lockers and long fluorescent lights. For most kids, it was just another Monday morning, dragging themselves through the corridors, laughing with friends, checking phones, exchanging books. But for Amara Johnson, the day was already heavy before it began. She was used to stares, whispers, the way people glanced her up and down like she didn't belong. It wasn't because she was new. She had been at Westwood High for nearly a year now. It was because she was different. Her skin was darker, her hair was natural and coiled, and she walked with a quiet self-confidence that made insecure people itch. The bullies had noticed that, and when predators sense quiet confidence, they don't always back off, they test it. Amara knew how to hide her strength. Her father had drilled it into her head during training. Never let the world know what you're capable of until the moment comes. He used to tell her. He wasn't just some overprotective parent. He was a retired MMA fighter himself, a man whose scars told more stories than his words ever could. From the age of 8, Amara had been training boxing drills, Muay Thai kicks, wrestling takedowns, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu holds. She could snap an arm in seconds, choke someone out in under a minute. But at school, she kept her head low. To them, she was just the quiet black girl who didn't talk much. And that's exactly why the bullies thought she was prey. That morning, the ringleader, Jason, a broad-shouldered football player with a smirk permanently glued to his face, had been whispering with his crew. His friends, Tyler and Brett, nodded along, laughing as if they were plotting something hilarious. Amara saw them looking at her locker, saw them exchange nods, but she ignored it. She had a math test to focus on, but Jason didn't plan to let her just walk past. "Hey, Amara," he called, his voice loud enough to echo down the hallway. Heads turned. The bully loved an audience. "Where you going? What's the rush? You too good to say hi to people." Amara adjusted her books and kept walking. Silence was always her shield. But Jason wasn't satisfied. He stepped in front of her, blocking her path. "I'm talking to you," he said, his grin widening. His buddies flanked him, and suddenly the hallway felt like a cage. "Move," Amara said, her tone calm but firm. "Ooh," Brett mocked. "She speaks," Tyler laughed. "What? You think you're better than us or something? Walking around like you own the place?" Amara kept her breathing steady, her father's words echoing in her mind. Control, discipline, patience. But her fists were tightening around her books. Jason leaned closer. "You know what? I don't like your attitude." And then, before she could react, his hand shot out and clamped around her throat. Gasps filled the hallway. Students stopped in their tracks, some pulling out phones, others too stunned to move. Jason pressed her back against the lockers, his grip tightening. "How's that attitude now, huh?" he sneered, his face inches from hers. For a moment, Amara's vision blurred, not because of his choke. She knew how to handle that, but because of the memories it triggered. Her father's voice during training: "When someone puts their hands on you, you don't panic, you don't beg, you breathe, you wait, and then you strike." Jason thought she was helpless. He thought she was choking. He thought the black girl was weak, quiet, and easy to dominate. But inside Amara, something shifted. Her calmness wasn't fear. It was calculation. Her body was coiled like a spring waiting. The crowd whispered, some laughed nervously, others shouted, "Stop, you're going too far." But Jason only squeezed harder, enjoying the power, enjoying the way the audience made him feel unstoppable. Amara stared into his eyes. Her expression didn't break, and that unnerved him. Because prey usually looked scared, but she looked like a storm about to break.